Hello, everyone, and those of you that have been here before, welcome back. Those of you that are new, I am Halo Moon. This is a tarot channel that is all about elevations, all about movement forward. We will look at your current situation. So I'm going to start off with the traditional tarot. If you like this message or share down below what kind of affirmations that work for you and what I want us to work as a community to help each other and spread information of what helps you excel in your life, because that's really what the basis of this channel is going to be about, is taking our current situation and moving it forward to make things better. Because on this channel and in my life, that's why I felt led to make this channel. I believe that all of your desires are most definitely meant to come true and will come true, especially if you believe in them and you put your work into it. And so let's just take a peek and see where we're at. Thank all of you for the new subs. You guys, look, I'm so glad to be able to help and inspire others, because we are all helping each other. You guys are helping me do something that I've always had a passion for doing. And I want to help people on a bigger scale. And with tarot and law of assumption, spirit team, all of those things, I've been able to do that and want to share that information. So let's see what we got here. Oh, so the last 3 or 4 readings, I swear, either the sun or the moon cards have been coming out a lot. So right here, a lot of things have been illuminated to you. You're starting to realize a lot of things. And can most definitely say that in my own life as well. We start to realize how things really work. And it might not be as quick as we were, hoping. But hey, any day that you realize how things work and then they start working better for you is a good day. So let's see what else Spirit has. What else do we have, Spirit? Realizing how the 3D works and realizing techniques even, or what parts you have control over your life and what parts you don't. I mean, it's really inspired me even through learning how to get good at it and learning how to do it. So here, look, someone has a lot of love for you and wants to heal the situation. All right, so that's been coming up a lot too. There's definitely a love situation here that is going to be healed, okay? There probably was a lot of fighting, a lot of conflict in the past, and that's going to end, okay? Because you're going to learn how to use affirmations and learn how to use self-concept and work on yourself, that then you learn how to dissipate conflict around you, okay? And then you're going to love learning this. You're going to love how much control you actually have over your own life, that you can actually reject what other people are saying and doing, okay? You don't have to even do it to them. You can do it in your mind. And to give an example, is if your reality is still showing you things that you don't like, or people are still treating you in a way that you don't like, this is a great way to change that energy. You can say, this is part of the old story. I do not accept this. In the version of me that I am right now, I get everything that I want, and I get it easily. And you're going to just keep saying that. Just spare time, washing dishes, when your thoughts are just running rampant anyway. These are the thoughts that you want to be having. And I find it exciting too, because then you get to look more fun and forward of your future. You might spend more time daydreaming about a vacation or a union with somebody or something like that than you ever would before, and you have fun with it instead of replaying scenarios of where someone's hurt your feelings or where you were in a fight with someone. You might just take the time to be you're waiting on an appointment, you just got some idle time, and you just daydream for a minute about this. You can go wild with it, like an elaborate vacation where it's private and it's all exclusive, and just have fun with it. Your dream house or your dream car, because you're starting to realize that what can it hurt to manifest or even daydream about these things. I used to find it as it was a waste of time. Okay. To do those things because I was so reality based and I was so action based that if conflict was going on around me, that's what got my focus instead of this. And daydreaming, I'm telling you, has, and not focusing on this energy, but focusing on what I want the energy to be, has been a complete game changer for me. And like I said, a whole nother reason I made the channel, because I want to help people, because YouTube has helped me. YouTube has helped me realize this is actually where I learned a lot of my information is on YouTube, and it was extremely helpful. Okay. And then it brings you out of this energy. See this conflict? This is the negative energy. This is the evil in the world. It wants you to believe that you got to be stuck in this energy. Okay, that you always got to be looking at the cups that you've missed instead of these two dreams over here that you could be focusing on to manifest. All right. And this is another energy that we do a lot too. And it's okay. You just got to work on it until you get good at it. Just don't quit. That's the main thing. You'll see that a lot on the Law of Assumption videos. It's like, do your best not to waver and just work on it. It's a muscle. You'll get better and better at it. But like what happens is, we have conflicts and we have these things that's happened to us that keep us up at night. Okay. And then, or we'll be doing really good for a minute and then something bad happens again. But that's just you're healing your subconscious. So some of that bad might still show up. And then for some of you, it might not. But I got to let you know that way you won't get discouraged in case it does come back. And then that can be the wavering, because like this is the Knight of Wands is a really in and out energy, a hot and cold energy, and this one is too. This is a juggling, like a 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down, and that's where you just look. How is the Strength card next? Keep that strength. Even if you are arguing with everyone in your reality right now, or everyone in your reality is trying to argue with you, you can sit there and say in your mind, okay, that I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that energy. You don't have to tell the person. You can, but you don't have to tell the person or anything like that. You can just say it in your mind. This is part of the less you pay attention to it, the quicker it goes away. I can say that. Just don't beat yourself up if you have to end up handling it, because that's just how you currently deal with things until you can transition into dealing with them differently. Just don't give up on the fact that if you keep telling yourself, I deserve all of my dreams to come true. I am chosen. I get chosen in every situation. I am lovable. I am liked. Those you will start to see, and this is where you'll get motivated. You'll start to see more glimpses of that happening in your life, and then it's easier to keep those thought patterns, those beliefs alive. What else you have for us, Spirit? What else do you have for us, Spirit? Okay, yeah. All right, you might have been through a lot of things where you always had to feel like you were defensive in life, okay? And I can most definitely relate to there, okay? But you're becoming the emperor. You're learning how to be in charge. You're taking hold of this hot and cold energy, all right? And you're learning that you were defensive because of the experiences that you had. But if you use affirmations of, I always get my way, okay? There's a technique that you can do where it's like 10 minutes twice a day. If, people do that scrolling or whatever. And I use this method myself. I don't do it every day. Okay, so don't think that you got to be on some rigid schedule. But you can spend 10 minutes with like a umbrella affirmation. An umbrella affirmation, it covers a lot under it. It don't have to be so specific unless you're trying to manifest something like that. So and it can be like, I always get my way. Things easily go my way. And you can spend 10 minutes just saying that. Just saying that to yourself, those two sentences to yourself. And then, like I said, you're going to have more charge over your own life in doing those things. And then you're going to get the quicker movement forward. The more that you start to kind of ignore, or don't feed into Yeah, don't feed into the heartbreak. Don't feed into the past. Okay? Sometimes people do spend too much time on the wounds, too much time on. I mean, you can use the affirmation that I say that too. I release all negative energy and I have healed all of my trauma. I'll even tell you this. I even do this with and this is all about having discipline, okay? Because I'm about to tell you something else that I do. If there's something that I want to get better at and I haven't even started doing it yet, and I know I want to get better at it, let's say like discipline or something like that. I'm like, I am so disciplined. I always do things in a timely manner, even though I know that I sometimes have procrastinated and sometimes that's not it. I will create that as my affirmation. You can most definitely manifest the body you want without working out. It has, look it up on YouTube. It can happen with affirmations, but doing inspired action does help things along. So sometimes instead of just me telling myself the body type that I want, I'm so skinny and I look amazing, I'll say things like, I find time to exercise. I find time to prioritize myself. And then in saying that, it'll just happen. You'll just find time to prioritize yourself. And so it's fun to do it in that way too. You can do an evaluation of your life and be like, what would I like? Like, what are little things you would like to get better at? All right. And look, on this channel, you do come into union with the person you want. You get who you want in the end of this story. This is not going to be where we're just going around and around and around the drama and around the third parties and around, how you can't have them and blah, blah, blah. That might be what's happening right now. But we're going to move out of that energy into where you do get the person. You do get your dreams. Everything does move forward. Okay, you're going to, for those of you that have a soulmate or a twin flame, you most definitely can come in union with them. You can most definitely change the world together. It doesn't have to be rare for you. That's why you got to be careful. And that's another reason that I was inspired to do this, is because when I got caught up with like some of the things that a lot of other channels said, which it's not that they're not true, it's just that you can't dwell in that energy. You might be in a horrible situation where there's black magic and there's third parties and blah blah blah. But I'm telling you right now, law of assumption is the best thing that I've ever been able to use to combat black magic. Okay, so it's just, you don't want to feed into those things. The more you think about them, the more that you let that person have power. Like whatever they're doing, that gives them power. And like I said, I want all of us to have our dreams and desires, not have a YouTube channel where we talk for 45 minutes about a third party, when I know that you can use your own mind and your own reality to get rid of the third party. You don't even have to do anything major. You don't have to even bask in all of that, because at the end of the day, they can only affect your reality if there is like openings into it. If you are setting intentions on your day, you're setting intentions on your relationship without wavering, or wavering as little as you can, you will most definitely have that relationship. You will definitely have that job, something like that. These people are, these people or energies are evil, and they're made to distract you from your own power. So on this channel, we're going to focus on our power so that we can make it stronger. All right, I'm going to get like 3 from this deck. Let's see. What else do you have, Spirit? What else do you have? Oh, yeah, King of Pentacles. So, look, someone definitely wants to come in here and be very stable. All right. Right over the Chariot there. What else? Give me 2 more, Spirit, and we're going to wrap this up. I hope all of you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, look, and 2 came out, too. And then Ace of Wands is bottom of the deck, okay? This could be that someone finds you really attractive, look, you guys got it going on in the bedroom. I'm feeling led to tell you about these 2. like where it's coming off of this wand, these like gold leaves, these flowers. And this has been a spiritual message to people that want to have kids and maybe you haven't been able to. You can absolutely use affirmations for that too. And I feel like a lot of people that have been wanting to have babies will get pregnant this year, will definitely have those spirit babies. All right, I think that's a big message that's been coming out too. So, oh, and look, and then Queen of Wands. All right, so you're working on your self-concept. You're finding out that you're very, very attractive. The Queen of Wands is all about action and very alluring, very sexy, very attractive, like male or female, okay? This is like stable energy, all right? And this person here finds you really attractive, okay? And you might be like, you might have a cat, all right? And then look, Four of Cups. So look, everything is happening. This person does feel like you were a missed opportunity. They're definitely coming back. That's with the Ace of Wands, and you're gonna have that beautiful relationship that you've always wanted with that person. I'm just gonna put that right here because it's such a big part of this reading, how all of this is coming together. Because like I said, I really see a union. I see babies, and I love that for people. I love being able to create a channel that will make people believe, especially people that have been wanting to have kids and haven't been able to know that they can definitely change that. They can change that quickly. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.